loves, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, it is going to be an all drugstore tutorial. It's going to be my first one ever, and I'm so excited. It's on this really pretty purple smoky eye. So we'll jump right into the tutorial. Make sure that you do follow all my social media links listed right here, and please subscribe to my channel before you leave. So I'm going to start by priming my face. You already know the deal. I'm using the Maybelline Master Prime and the pore eraser, the baby skin pore eraser. And you already know how that goes. Just going to put that all over the face. And now taking the FITME foundation, also from Maybelline, I'm going to just dot that all over my face like so. And I'm going to blend it out with a beauty blender. So the brushes and all the things that I'm using to create the look aren't going to be drugstore, but all the products will be drugstore, if that makes sense. And then for concealer, I'm taking also from Maybelline. It's like a Maybelline tutorial. I'm going to be using the FITME concealer, and I'm going to just apply that on my highlighting and concealing areas, in my T-zone, down the nose, all that good stuff. And of course, blend it out. And I am going to be dragging this concealer on my eyes just out of habit. I just went ahead and did it, but I am going to prime my eyes still with an eye primer when we get to the eyes. And now for powder, I don't know why I didn't show it, but it is a Rimmel London Stay Matte powder. It's just a translucent powder. It's a pressed powder. And I'm going to just put that all underneath my under eyes and on the same areas where we applied the concealer, just to set a bake. I've actually never tried baking with the pressed powder. I've always used, just loose powders because it's a lot easier to pack on the product, but I wanted to try it, and I actually liked how it came out this way. I like using translucent powders to set my face opposed to foundation powder sometimes, just because the foundation powder does give you an extra set of coverage, when a translucent powder just strictly sets your face without adding any other color. So I'm going to be using the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula and also the Master Contour Kit from Maybelline to contour my face. But I'm using the Butter Bronzer just to add some more warmth back to my skin after adding the foundation and all the powders, just to make everything have a really nice glow. I love this freaking bronzer. It smells amazing and it doesn't have any orange undertones, so it just looks really natural. It has a really nice sheen to it. I absolutely love it. And then to carve out my contour, I'm going to be using that ashy brown shade from that Master Contour Kit. I'm just going to sculpt out my cheekbones and go over the same areas that I did with the bronzer, just to add some more definition to the face. I'm also going to be using the blush and the highlight from this kit. I absolutely love this trio. They all blend together perfectly, and it can either give you a very, very soft look and a very subtle contour, or it can be really dramatic for a night out. It's definitely buildable, and I absolutely love it. I think together they work perfect. And that highlight, yes, okay, drugstore. And I'm going to be using that same contour shade from that palette just to quickly carve out my nose. And if you guys do want a tutorial on how I contour my nose, a full tutorial, I'll talk through it, I'll let you guys know what's up. Please let me know. I probably might do it anyway, but if it's something you want to see in the near future, please let your girl know, because I got you. Alright, for my brows, this is going to be really quick today. I do have a tutorial on how I fill in my brows, but today I'm just using this Wet n Wild eyebrow stencil kit. I'm just taking like a brown shade. I wouldn't say it's a dark brown, it was more of like a taupey brown, just to fill in any of the sparse areas, because I want just a really natural brow. Alright, and for my eyes today, I'm going to start off by prepping them with the Photo Focus eyeshadow primer from Wet n Wild, and I'm just pressing and patting that all over my eyelid, getting it nice and tacky, and then going in with the Rimmel London Stay Matte translucent powder from before, just to set a nice powder base for all the eyeshadows. And the palette I'm using today is from Wet n Wild as well. It's called Quartz Center. It looks like this. It's really pretty, has your nice pretty purple and mauve tones with your dark colors to make for the perfect smoky eye. And this was only, I believe, $6.99. It's the first time I've ever bought an eyeshadow palette from Wet n Wild, and a first impression on this palette in particular was the lighter shades weren't as pigmented as the darker shades, but they're definitely buildable. So that's what I'm doing right here. I'm just building up that really pretty purple shade until it's to the liking that I want. I'm going really slow with all of my blending to make the smoky eye look nice and seamless, and make it not look like we just got into a fight and we got beat up and now we got a black eye. We don't want that, so just take your time with the blending process just to avoid having too much product on the eye, because you don't want that to happen. And now taking this shade right here, it's on your more violet side, but it has a little pink undertone to it. I'm going to use this to start building up the color on the crease. I'm going to keep all the darkness on the lower part of my crease down to my lash line. I don't want any darkness above the crease, because that's what's going to make it look very chalky, very, very dark. It's going to make it look like a black eye, so you want to avoid that. And blending is going to be the key, and then keeping all the dark pigments only on the lower part of your lid will make that so impossible to not achieve. So, if I said that right. This look is actually really easy, guys. It's not that hard. It's just a lot of blending. It does take a lot of time, so don't lose your patience and don't get frustrated. I promise if you just push and pull through, you'll get it and it'll look fly as hell and you'll be slaying the game. So just trust me on that. Now taking these colors here, these two colors, I'm going to just apply that again on my crease, going for a seamless blend here. And it's going to be doing the same inner to outer corner motions, doing sweeping motions, and windshield wiper motions back and forth. Also circular motions just to make it all fully blended. Now taking the lightest shade in the palette, it's like Pearl Iridescent color, I'm going to use that right on the brow bone just to give it a little pop of highlight. All the shades in this palette are glittery. They don't have any matte shades, which I was, kind of, oh my god, I've never done this before! I never put glittery shades in my crease unless it's like a little glitter crease thing. I don't know. I don't ever do this. So it was a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I actually did like how it turned out. To set a nice base for the black eyeshadow, I'm going in with the e.l.f. gel liner in jet black, and I'm just applying this on the lower part of my lid, and then I'm going to blend it out with the brush. That probably took the longest and that was a little difficult for me, but I did get the job done and it does work, and I actually love this trick. It really intensifies the black. It makes it even more smoky, and it also doesn't let your eyeshadow crease too, which is very surprising. And now with this really dark purple shade here, it's the darkest purple in the palette, I'm going to just pop that on to my crease right above the black shade, just to make the blending look beautiful for the smoky eye. And then the color right next to it, it's that dark black shade, has a little hint of a purple glitter in it. I'm going to pop that right on top of the gel liner, just to set that, and then also to intensify this whole smoky eye look. And then taking the shade that we put on our brow bone, I'm going to use that to highlight the inner corners of my eyes. And here I'm just blending all of those colors together, making them look nice and seamless. And for the lower lash line, we're basically going to do what we did on top, on the bottom. Starting with that first light purple shade, we're going to just buff that all over from inner to outer corner, and then add some black eyeliner on the waterline. Kind of get a little messy with it so we can smudge it out with a darker purple shadow, as seen here, just to give it a really nice and smoky look. I don't want to put too much purple and too much pigment underneath my eye because I don't want it to drop at all, but I do want it to look symmetrical and match the top. I don't want to have like all this craziness on the upper lid and then on the lower part of my lid not have anything. So that's what I was doing here. And then the mascara I'm using, I didn't show as well, but it is from ULTA. I got it a few months ago. It's just their Just their brand of mascara. I'll write the name down below for you guys. And eyelashes, I'm going to be using these Ardell DEMI Wispies. It is a 2-pack, but I used one earlier for a different day, but they're definitely reusable, so I did stack them, just so you know. So I'm going to go do the other eye, and we'll be right back. And that's going to be it for this makeup tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. It means so much to me when you guys take the time out of your day to watch my videos. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you learned something. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will check you guys out in my next one. Bye!
Ha, ha.